Welcome to part 5 of our Bowling for Soup Discography Tour. Today we're going to jump into their album, Drunk Enough to Dance. There's not a whole lot of history to dive into before jumping into the album. However, we are not covering the initial release of the record. We are actually going to be talking about the 2003 re-release because it has 3 more songs than the original release, including Punk Rock 101, which is one of my absolute all-time favorite Bowling for Soup songs. So with that, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. Kick it off with I Don't Want to Rock. So we made it. I Don't Want to Rock opens the album where we now have the classic Bowling for Soup sound that we've talked about in previous videos, but now it is in full swing. Kicking it off, we have a fast-paced anti-love song where Jared is expressing the pain of trying to say the right thing to his girlfriend and is making sure to walk on eggshells because as much as he would like to speak his mind, the threat of being single again is too much for him to open up and speak his mind. So he just goes ahead and does whatever she wants. Now, in the song Emily, we have a song about a girl, the name of Emily, hence where it gets its name, that throws Jared out. And this is his ode to being let go and feeling no regrets. She actually ended up saving his day and his life by throwing Jared away. Now, Girl, All the Bad Guys Want. This is one of the most classic Bowling for Soup songs. This is a tune that really helped Bowling for Soup receive more attention as it was nominated for a Grammy for Best Pop Performance by a Group or Duo. Jarrett co-wrote this song with Butch Walker, and this is incidentally the first song that Jarrett had ever co-written with somebody for the band, ever. The beginning of the song is so nostalgic with that opening riff, and then throughout the song, Jarrett is describing this girl and explaining the difference between him and her, and then by the end of the song, he's learning all about all the things that she's interested in and trying to get involved in those activities, hoping that he can get with her, doing all these things to try to win her heart, but to no avail. Now, the music video is really funny. They poke a bit of fun at the new metal, a few bands from the new metal genre, such as Stained, Slipknot, Disturbed, and even Limp Bizkit, and their very own Fred Durst. And according to Jarrett, him and Aaron Lewis of Stained cleared the air at Reading Festival because apparently it came out that the music video for the song actually may have hurt Aaron Lewis's feelings. Apparently, David Draymond hated the video, but Corey Taylor from Slipknot, who seems to have a pretty good sense of humor, actually got a big kick out of the video. So go check out the video. Let me know what you think of the song and the video down in the comments, and we'll go ahead and move on to the next song, On and On About You. Now, in this song, he gets to get back with his girlfriend because she doesn't hate him anymore, and he just wants to do things for her and laugh with her, but she ends up leaving him again. One of the fun things about this song is toward the end of the song, Jarrett actually switches up the chorus and sings it in Spanish, and it's a really fun, different thing from Bowling for Soup that really sets the song apart from any other song on the album. Now, Surf Colorado is a pretty straightforward Bowling for Soup pop punk song with happy guitars and occasionally driving home the point by slowing down the song. Now, here he's lamenting about his lost relationship. She just left and never said goodbye. But it's okay because surfing isn't possible in Colorado. So he's taking that piece of information and using it as a way to look on the bright side. Life after Lisa. Now, not every person gets sad in a relationship breakup situation. And in this song, we hear all the reasons that life after Lisa really isn't so bad. He was stuck doing a bunch of stuff that he hated, and now he doesn't have to do any of those activities that he was dragged on before. And we find in the song that now that life after Lisa just really isn't so bad. The tone of the record really flips on a dime with the next song, Where to Begin, with some slow guitar and light keyboards in the background, and there's a longing to be with the girl that this song is about. He's dying to spend more time with her and doesn't know where to start. And he wants her to drop everything and to come with him and is asking her to tell him how to begin this journey together because he's unsure of how to start, but he likes her so much that he really wants to try. And just like that, we're back into high-speed fun with The Last Rock Show. This short minute-and-a-half song really gets the blood pumping and would be perfect for getting a mosh pit started and can totally be dubbed as an anthem for wanting to go as hard as you possibly can, just like it's the last rock show of your life. Now, moving into the song Self-Centered. Losing someone sucks, and sometimes when you're trying to feel better, it would be nice to be able to blame all your problems on somebody else. And this song is about just admitting to wanting sympathy and blame everybody else for your relationship problems. Here, Gary's drums lay down a head bobbing beat, and the guitars feel very much pulsing, making this a song that is really easy to dance to. Then we have the song The Hard Way. Sometimes you have to find out things the hard way, like in this song. The girl he was seeing ended up moving to LA and took ownership for everything that was going on in the relationship, but then ends up turning it all around and blaming everything on him. But then things don't go as planned for her out in LA, and she ends up calling him up crying because things just aren't going right. But he is not quite ready to take her. Out the Window has a fun, bouncy riff at the beginning of this song, and it straddles the line between literal lyrics and metaphorical, specifically when talking about jumping out of the window, which in the literal sense is the window to her bedroom, and metaphorically speaking, he's talking about the window he thought that was her heart. But it wasn't. The problem is she already has a boyfriend who is not impressed when flowers are given to her that are not from him. Then in Cold Shower Tuesdays, we have a fast riff that feels like it's going up and down before doing a fast slow down. And it goes back and forth between fast and slow throughout the song, keeping you locked in for what might or might not happen next. Then we come into the song Running from Your Dad. Now, after the catchy riff at the beginning, we get one of the saddest sounding Bowling for Soup songs, yet this is one of their funniest songs. Gary's drums throughout the song match what is happening with the protagonist in the song. He keeps it slow and steady while Jarrett's singing about what he did wrong, and then speeds up when Jarrett ends up having to run from her dad as he's chasing him with a shovel in his hand. It is probably one of my favorite sounding Bowling for Soup songs. Definitely worth checking out. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Before the song Scaring Myself even starts, Gary pounds out a line on the drums before Jarrett calls him out for falling apart. I'd be really curious to know what actually happened before the song started, what kind of exchange happened there that created that moment. But they left it in, and it's a fun little blip to have at the beginning of the song. Now, in the song, Jarrett's girlfriend in the song treats him badly because she knows he's not going to do anything about it. She's not good for his mental state, and she took and took and took, but never gave anything back into the relationship. And Jarrett delivers the story in classic Bowling for Soup humor. Then, in She's Got a Boyfriend, she has gotten herself into a relationship, and the guy seems to be an asshole. So, this once happy person is becoming sad and can't make sense of it, and Jared is confused why jerks seem to get nice girls while nice guys always, for some reason, seem to finish last. Moving on to the song Greatest Day, the tone of the guitars in Greatest Day seem to be deeper than normal, and Gary lays pretty heavy into the hi hat on the drums, which balances out the deeper sound that we get in this song. Now, as far as what the song is about, sometimes people just need to get away, even if it's just for the afternoon. And here, Jared is going to have an afternoon vacation and hopefully have his greatest day. Then Punk Rock 101. Punk Rock 101 is one of my all-time favorite Bowling for Soup songs. It has all the pop punk pieces you could want, catchy guitar riff, driving bass, bumping drums, and catchy lyrics. I think this song could actually be categorized as meta. Would you agree with that? Let me know down in the comments. This is a punk rock song about punk rock culture, pointing out some of the most stereotype items of punk rock in the early 2000s, such as sweatbands, wearing dickies, spiked hair. If you lived through it, you know how accurate this song is. It's so much fun, and the music video is hilarious. You need to go watch it. I'll definitely make sure to link to that below for you. Now, next up, we have another kick-ass cover from Bowling for Soup. This time of the song, I Ran So Far Away, originally performed by the band A Flock of Seagulls. Personally, I actually prefer the Bowling for Soup version. The original had a fun beat and was a bit slower and was good, but I wasn't a fan of Mike Score's vocals. The Bowling for Soup version speeds things up, throws in some punk rock guitars, and it feels more stripped down than the original, except for the instrumental that's about halfway through the song. There are some keyboards thrown in as a callback to the original version. So there is that little bit of original sound kind of put in there. All in all, it is a fantastic cover. Then we have the final song, Star Song, which is a beautiful reminder that you should remember that you are beautiful the way you are and there's no need to change. Because who you are is exactly who you need to be. Don't listen to anyone else. People can be jerks. Just be you. You are enough. And about halfway through the song, it slows down to give us some lyrical repetition before returning to the chorus to end the song and drive the point and the meaning home for us. Overall, this record is a lot of fun. We finally have reached the point where we have the classic Bowling for Soup sound coming out from every direction, from Jared's iconic vocals to the catchy guitar riffs to Gary's showcasing what a fantastic punk drummer can bring to the table. It's a good time from start to finish with some laughs along the way and some reminders to just have fun and be yourself and not take life too seriously. You may hit some heartbreak, you may have some success in your relationships, or you may have some failure in your relationships, but all in all, remember that you are beautiful just the way you are. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all those things. And don't forget to join us here this weekend for our weekly live stream. It's always a lot of fun and things can get a little bit wild. So we'll see you there and we'll catch you here next week for the next video where we will jump into the next Bowling for Soup album in the Discography Tour where we jump into the record, A Hangover You Don't Deserve. Thanks for joining us and we'll see you then.